Alright, just be here back to a new Phineas and Ferb episode review. And if you missed the last one, go and check it out. And we're back with the next two episodes of season 5 of Phineas and Ferb. And we start with another good one. And it starts with Doofenshmirtz actually doing a live stream. Yeah, he's actually doing a live stream. And Major Monogram gets on. And they have this wager when it comes to doing soccer. Yeah, the OWCA, the agents say doing a soccer game versus Love Muffin. And yeah, of course, Monogram accepts the whole bet or the whole game on doing soccer. And if Doofenshmirtz Love Muffin wins, Monogram has to save his mustache that Doofenshmirtz says that he has to save his mustache. And of course, he's like, how dare you? And even putting Carl involved too, saying that he has to save Carl too, his hair. And if Doofenshmirtz loses, then he has to save his head. But yeah, they accept their deal. And the gang is at the house, they're just throwing sticks at a rock. Yeah, they're just throwing sticks at a rock. Like, okay. And of course, Candace is wondering what's going on, and she's like, really? You're just throwing sticks at a rock? Not even possible. She's just disappointed, really. And yeah, Buford is the only one that can't throw a stick onto a rock. He can throw a baseball at a can, hit this bug, and we even see this giant thing, which how did they not even notice that? Or how did we not even notice that? They completely forgot that was there. Like, how? That thing is huge. And yeah, he misses again with a stick, and he doesn't know what's going on, which Phineas actually has an idea what they're doing today. And yeah, Perry sees about the OWCA Love Muffin soccer game. And of course, Carl is going to be the water boy as well. And yeah, Perry goes over to Doofenshmirtz's and says Love Muffin. Again, I just love that name. And so is this a Nader as well, which will be helping with the whole competition. And yeah, the gang is building some targets, which yeah, we get this musical too, which is pretty good song. While they're just Buford's still trying to hit the targets, but really cool targets, I would say. Really cool invention. And of course, Candace still thinks that they're just throwing sticks. And she's like, I'm just disappointed. That's all she is. And yeah, Buford is really disappointed, though, that he just can't hit the targets. And yeah, we see all of the OWCA, and I am very concerned, really because of the whale, Agent W. Like, I'm very concerned because he's out of water. I'm very concerned about him. And yeah, they're doing some practice as well. And pretty interesting too, I would say. And even hitting the whale also. Like, he's blocking the whole goal though. And yeah, of course, Love Muffin has a nighters. This would be against the rules though. Having a nighters. And of course, Vanessa's there to cheer on too. And yeah, we see the news reporter, which he says that he just got out of prison. Like, yeah, he just escaped from prison and takes over these little girls' lemonade stand. Like, literally just making them move out of their stand. And, of course, Monogram and Doofenshmirtz just talking, getting angry at each other, and even bringing in this superstar. And there's this other superstar, too, that they both brought in. And we see Team OWCA and Team Love Muffin as well. And Ringers as well that we see. And yeah, the guy is like, I'm also an actor. And devilishly handsome. And of course, Vanessa is then like, I am back into the game. And does the pom poms. And then Doofenshmirtz doesn't care about him actually playing. They just want him to fake an injury or something. And then we see the oh, what is his? You know who it is though. I always forget his name, but you know who it is. Clip Balloon, right? Yeah, he's the referee. And yeah, we see the competition going on, and again, invention should be against the rules. And yeah, some of the agents getting hurt as well, and using the innators to again, just and we see this tough tense um or promotion thing that the news reporter shows, and yeah, then we see these shadowy hand looking things that Phineas and Ferb just built to help Buford, and yeah, the guy soccer player guy is just really taking it the wrong way when it comes to the whole thing, even getting out of the game. Even the other superstar ends up leaving too, which then, of course, since Doofenshmirtz has been playing with Love Muffin, Monogram's going to have to do something if they weren't going to continue the game. And yeah, Monogram, like, dang, Major Monogram just gets all buff like, and yeah, he is storming in as well. Don't mess with Francis for sure. And yeah, they're playing and managed to get a goal, and yep, it is 23 to 23, which Doofenshmirtz is getting the ball, which then tripping Doofenshmirtz, and they're telling Doofenshmirtz, don't mess this up, because if he can kick it into the goal, they win. And of course, ties up Perry, and they're trying to keep Major Monogram back. And yeah, we see these giant hands, which Candace sees and goes outside and runs back inside to get their mom. And they press the button, and they kind of change like the whole like tilting it to the side, like even making the whole soccer ball mess, and Candace running straight into the wall. And of course, yeah, they're just throwing sticks. Back to just throwing sticks that their mom says. And the news reporter is going back to prison. Yep, he's going back to prison. He got arrested. And yeah, the OWCA team is just cheering, and Major Monogram is just giving his hand to just saying of how it just shows how much Love Muffin is when it comes to, because if it wasn't for Love Muffin and Doofenshmirtz, the OWCA would be out of business. But then they're still complaining of how they're going to have to save each other's head or hair, and they do. And then they're chasing after Carl because they're like, that was part of the deal. Yeah, and funny episode. And then we go to another really good one. And yeah, it starts with they're just wondering of what they're going to do today. And of course, Buford is like, oh, we're not going to do what I want to do. That whole bread bowl thing. And yeah, Phineas and Ferb's mom and dad are going out to the park because Roger is going to be giving this speech. And Doofenshmirtz is also making something to take. And even seeing these papers that is going to be getting Vanessa into college as well. And apparently she reads that apparently what he believes Roger is her role model. And of course, yeah, he has something in the back of his jacket or his lab coat, I would say. And yeah, Perry gets or goes to the lair and saying about having to go to stop Doofenshmirtz. And yeah, they go to the Dimsdale day at the Dimsdale Park, and Candace is just wondering what they're up to, and saying that Candace is going to love it, whatever it is they're doing. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz even keeping the kids away from the playground by doing this caution tape. And Perry comes, which of course he gets trapped, and makes this a niter, or shows this a niter, which when he blasts Roger, he's going to change his perfection, making it like where he is evil. And yeah, Roger is up on stage, and yeah, it reflects off of Roger's teeth and hits Jeremy, and yeah, he turns all evil. And of course, Vanessa's like, I really don't see what Candace sees in him. And yeah, Roger just showing this trophy as well, which is quite funny. And yeah, it also reflects again, and we see what the gang is working on, and they end up getting hit with the Uniter and turning evil. Yes, Phineas and Ferb, Buford, Baljeet, and Isabella are actually evil. And of course, Candace is saying what they're up to, and they're like, Candace the sister. They keep saying. And yeah, sewing these robots that they've making. And Candace, of course, is having to, try to see what is going on. And we see this music video of them just destroying and doing all these stuff in the tri-state area. And yeah, making these evil like things, which even calling it Evil Land as well. Like all these different contraptions that they're doing, torturing these citizens. And Candace is, of course, like is just wanting to know why are they doing this, trapping these people, and they're trying to trap her too. And Perry fights Doofenshmirtz, and they try to get the Uniter, and even zaps the mom and dad too. And of course, Candace goes over to Jeremy, which she finds out that her own boyfriend is also evil too, and she goes over to Vanessa, and of course, Vanessa is like, if it's an Uniter, then there's got to be a self-destruct button, which gives Candace the idea to find the self-destruct button. And everybody is still being tortured in Dimsdale with the Uniter, the inventions that the gang have built, and trapping people in these hamster-like balls too, and on the nose as well. Which yeah, the guy that was the news reporter is out of prison again and gets trapped too. And yeah, Perry gets the Nader from Doofenshmirtz, and of course, Monogram is not even knowing who's responsible if Doofenshmirtz is already captured. Which yeah, Candace finds the self-destruct, which she gets trapped in a ball, and Doofenshmirtz gets launched into the air. Which Candace is trying to get up on the slide and trying to beg for the mysterious force to help her. Which yeah, she gets launched into the air and actually hits the self-destruct button. Yeah, she actually hits the back of the machines and everything starts self-destructing, basically. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz tells Vanessa what he overheard, but no, of course she had to put it on that just so she could get in. Which yeah, Doofenshmirtz is proud of her, thinking of doing a scheme that she did. And yeah, of course, the Uniter self destructs too, and everybody goes back to normal. Everybody gets back to normal outside of being evil. And they're like, what did we do today? Candace got a lot of explaining to do. But yeah, really good episodes. I'd like to know what you think. Let me continue.